Hi there. Well, listen, we'll talk about the team performance in a minute, but your own performance, quite energetic for the whole 80 minutes.
Yeah, I suppose, look, that's probably one of my strengths. It's maybe not one of the on-the-ball sorts of things, but I'm well able to keep talking, so I try to do that as much as I possibly can, even maybe to our detriment. Sometimes the girls like a bit of calm, but yeah, when I'm out there, like, look, I love Musgrave Park. I love playing here, and the crowd was incredible, so it really spurred us on, and I think it made it easier to talk and try and lift each other with that.
Is it something that Greg specifically tells you to keep up that high energy, and you seem to be playing a lot of heads-up rugby yourself?
Yeah, I think we tried to identify that as one of my super strengths, or that's what we're calling them in here. Obviously, Briggsy coached me at Munster, and that was one of the things that made us as a group so successful. I think the girls are all well able to do it, and maybe I get lucky on the end of a few things as well, but definitely we're trying to develop a better platform so that we can play more of that heads-up rugby and try and get into more space. But yeah, it's something I love doing it. I think we thrive off it when we do get that go forward, so it's about capitalising on it now.
What's it like to play against the French out there in the field? Because it looks like a big gulf in power as well as class from our viewpoint. But on the field, how tough and how fast is it?
It's rapid. Like, we identified that during the week in our analysis. They love that from an edge ruck to move that first ruck really quickly, even times just putting one body in. We tried to slow it down at times, but they obviously have that as a major part of their game plan, and they're well able to offload as well. So that's something we probably struggle to contain at times. It's what they're renowned for as well, though. I think we did manage the physicality of their game, especially around set piece, and that's something we're really proud of. We managed their maul very well, and we had scrum dominance up until that last one there in front of the post. So I think, look, playing against them is huge for us. They're a massive challenge. They always have been and always will be, but I think we can still take a lot of positives from that performance.
There's obviously a great crowd here today to cheer you on. Maybe a bit disappointing that you weren't able to execute when you got into the danger zone and come away with a try. Yeah,
for sure, and that's something that we've even spoken about already in the hot review, and that we'll look at in bigger detail now over the course of the week. We just didn't turn our possession into points, and that's something that we're not too happy with, obviously. Would have changed that scoreboard if I think we had a couple of opportunities inside their 22 that we just didn't capitalise on, especially around that third, fourth phase. We just seemed to lose numbers around the ruck, and look, you just can't do it. It's not good enough, so we've identified that, and we'll be looking to work on it in the next 2 weeks.
What else do you think you can really nail down in the next 2 weeks? Because it's very important that you go to Italy and win that match.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we take a lot more confidence out of our set piece from this match. Going forward, it's just about speed of ball, isn't it, really? I think that's one of the things that is a differentiator for us versus some of the other teams, how quickly we can move the ball from the rucks, how quickly we can resource the next ruck after that first one. That's going to be huge. I think the want and the work rate is there. It's maybe just an organisation thing at certain times in the match, so I think that's something that we'll have to look at. But yeah, we're certainly very confident now after that in our set piece, so we'll be looking to build a platform off that.